Hey, it's Friendly, and this is the fourth and final part of VOW the Disciple Raid. Previous parts will be linked below. After Exhibition, you're going to have a mini platforming section. Just keep heading towards the upended. You'll eventually end up on this main stage. This is where the final encounter takes place. Bring Divinity, Linears, and Fusions. You're going to want burst damage supers. I don't really recommend WoW because he moves around too much. Now, getting to Rolk is a two-step process. Disabling barriers first in order to get to the DPS phase. Disabling barriers takes place here, DPS up here. Remember, at all times, you will be shooting crystals a lot, juggling buffs, and dealing with symbols. Shown here, shooting crystals grants you a buff called Leeching Force. You can convert this Leeching Force into Emanating Force. More on that later. More stuff about buffs. If you're a buff splitter, you acquire the Leech and either hold it or give it away. If you're a buff dunker, you acquire the Leech and turn it into Emanating Force. Those are the main jobs. So let's get into how we're going to disable the barriers. Make the following teams of 2. The ordering of Splitter 1 and 2 and Dunker 1 and 2 is simply to maintain order of operations. Team 3, kill everything including Glyph Keepers. By the way, the barrier you're disabling is this orange shield that nearly kills me. Visually, this is where the barriers are. They push you back and prevent your progress. Now we're going to go step by step how to juggle the buffs. This should be the starting conditions. Starter crystal appears. Splitter 2, please shoot the crystal. You will now have Leeching Force. Step on the give plate. Otherwise, you won't be able to give. This will generate 2 crystals. Splitter 1, shoot left. Dunker 1, shoot right. Both members in Team 1 have Leeching Force. Time to split one more time. Splitter 1, step on top of the give plate. Generates crystals. Splitter 2, shoot left. Dunker 2, shoot right. Note that Splitter 1 gave buffs to the last remaining Dunker, who is Dunker 2, and also gave it back to Splitter 2, so that we can continue this cycle. Dunkers, who now have Leeching Force, jump into Rhulk's laser attack. You get Emanating buff, lets you cross the barrier and dunk into totem. Use these callouts for where to dunk. But how do you know where to go to dunk? Well, there are symbols on the totems that the rest of your team can see. But as you might have guessed, you need to know which symbol is correct to know which totem is correct. This entire time, while Team 1 and 2 are juggling buffs, AdClear should be killing everything and Glyph Keepers to reveal symbols. These are your Glyph Keepers, and yes, some teammates can see certain symbols that some others can't. Don't worry about too much. Your entire team should keep an eye out, and please call out the one common symbol between left and right. The common symbol ends up being Hive. So, AdClear team, look for which 2 totems have the Hive symbol. Don't worry, the Hive symbol itself will only appear in 2 spots. And looks like the correct 2 totems are L1 and R1. Do a quick countdown and dunk at the same time. Once both are dunked, barrier 1 will disappear. 1 barrier down, 2 more to go, back to splitting. This is actually called the 2 dunk strat. It's safe, fast, and easy. Splitter 2, back onto the give plate. This will generate the crystals again. Splitter 1, shoot left. Dunker 1, shoot right. Splitter 1, Dunker 1 both have Leeching Force now. Splitter 1 back on. Splitter 2, Dunker 2, shoot crystals. Now both Dunkers have Leeching Force. 2 dunk strat is great because the common symbol stays the same. It stays the same until you mess up and you have to kill a new set of Glyph Keepers. Anyways, you won't mess up. Again, let the Dunkers know which totems are the correct ones to dunk at. Drop the second barrier, split again, get rid of third barrier, and make your way on to the DPS phase. This is a simple square stage with totems on all 4 corners. Each totem is marked by 1 symbol that is always the same symbol. Therefore, you can memorize the locations. Like L2 is triangle, R1 is light. Memorizing is important. Make these teams. 1 dunker. Only 1 person in charge of this. 1 who is comfortable memorizing the layout and locations of the totems. Everyone else be on AdClear duty and symbol duty. Symbol duty is important because this is what everyone else sees. Everyone but the dunker can see symbols on the totems, meaning we know which totem is the correct one to dunk at. Whereas the dunker can only see this. They can see nothing. So we gotta help him out and tell him where to go. Now, Rolk will have this object near him. Please, only the Dunker shoot it. Dunker will now get Leeching Force. That object will leave behind a symbol, one that your team must watch out for. Dunker, now do your job. Turn Leeching into Emanating Force by jumping into the laser. Now you're ready to dunk, but you need your team to tell you where to dunk because you're blind and you don't know which totem or symbol is the correct one to go to. Reminder, the symbol was triangle. Dunker asks, where the heck am I dunking this? Rest of the team say, triangle, go to L2. Dunker goes and dunks. Dunking will stagger Rolk a bit and reveal a white glowing crit spot that you must destroy. Repeat a total of 4 times. So destroy all 4 crits to enter DPS phase. He'll go berserk, cast your burst supers, divinity, linears, fusions until he goes immune. Once he goes immune, make your way down the stairs. All barriers will come back up and get ready to do the whole entire cycle again. Remember, split, symbols, dunk, get rid of all 3 barriers. At Rolk, reveal all 4 crit spots, destroy them, get him to final stand. Kill him, and you're good. If you're still here, thanks so much for watching. Much of this can be tweaked, like Dunkers shooting left crystal instead, or having an additional Dunker at Rolk. If there's one small part of this that helped, drop a like and consider subscribing. If there wasn't, let me know in the comments. In any case, I'll catch you guys later.